Welcome back, guys. So, today I'm going to be making a birthday present for my little nephew. He's turning 3. Don't get too offended. We're going to buy him stuff too. Relax. But I'm going to turn a couple pieces of wood, softer wood, that I found in the pile there, and a piece of rope into a little, hopefully indestructible and child-safe toy that looks like into this little guy right here. Okay, so here I am just laying out a few of cut lines. None of the measurements really matter all that much. It's just whatever looks nice to the eye. Now it's just a small matter of cutting everything out. On the next one that I do, I will have put the mouth slit in at this point, but that's for the next one. I really need to get a better way of setting up all the clamps to cut all these small little pieces of wood. This setup is way too inadequate for what I'm doing. Here I am just squaring off the blocks before I start drilling. You definitely want to wear some ear protection and a mask for this. I even have my vent fan running, and it's still pretty bad with all the sawdust flying around. When I was laying this out, I was just trying to go for a more whimsical look. You also have to be able to size the holes pretty close to your rope size. I tried to lay out the arms and the legs in a way that made sense, but also kept the legs towards the front so that I can sit up on a shelf or a windowsill. I wanted to use one piece of rope for the arms and the head so I wouldn't have to worry about the neck. It also makes the whole piece a little bit harder to break. I wanted to use the same Forstner bit for the eyes as I did for the rope. It just makes it look a little bit better and more friendly to me. Cleaning this hole up a bit more saves you a lot of trouble down the road when you have to put the rope in. If it's not clean, your guide rope, and I'll show you that in a second, it's a little piece of floss, will get stuck on every little burr and everything else. So take your time, make it as nice as you can, and it might seem like it's a waste of time, but it'll help you out so much in the long run. I'm laying out the mouth here. You can drastically alter its appearance by giving it a slant or using a blade with a different kerf. The one kerf I used here was pretty narrow, and it was very straight, so it gave it a kind of a medium look to it. The one thing I did see on Pinterest when I was looking these up was that none of the toys had any noses. So I figured I'd try it out, and it added just a little touch I was looking for. Made it a little bit more person-like. Now, the arms and the legs are a bit different. On the arms, I wanted the rope to go all the way through so I could use the knots to tie on the hands. Whereas on the legs, I only wanted them to part way through, so the bottom was completely wood. Now for the finish sanding and to add the rope while the glue gun sets up. I'm wrapping the ends in floss just to make getting it in the holes just that much easier, like I was saying before. Now, tying a knot between each piece helps to keep it from knocking around at the joints, as well as giving it a bit of a nicer motion between the joints. You can really see here how putting the floss on really helps everything out. I wish I had cleaned up these holes a lot more than I did previously, because you can see I'm having a bit of trouble with them. So just something to keep in mind next time for the next one I do, or if you decide to do one for yourself. Now that the hot glue is ready, just dole a big glob into the hole and press the rope in until the glue cools down. So, I didn't know this at the time because the wood was very oxidized, but this the main body and the head is actually cedar. So if my nephew doesn't like it, it'll serve a dual purpose to keep moths and other bugs away inside his cabinet or his toy chest. I did not cook these ends because I wanted them to fray over time. It would make them look a little bit more like hands. So, I don't know. I don't think it's too bad for it's just something I saw off Pinterest a couple weeks ago. What do you guys think? Please like, comment in the section below, and subscribe. I'll see you all next time.